So this morning's class, we're going to start with a really nice activating sequence. That's an excellent sequence to do in the morning to enliven the energy in your body. So start with your feet grounding, standing. Close your eyes and begin to tune in. So feel the base of the big toe, base of the little toe, the middle of the heel, pressing into the floor. The tailbone down, your collarbones wide. And let's inhale for a count of 5. And exhale for a count of 5. Internalizing the mind. Let's take a couple more just like that. Inhaling for 5. And exhaling for 5. We'll add the arms after this one. Inhale for 5. And exhale for 5. Inhale, lift your arms up. And as you exhale, the arms come back down to your sides. As you inhale, arms come up. As you exhale, arms come down. Go in and out of chair pose now. As you inhale, bend your knees, reach your arms. And as you exhale, straighten your legs, arms come down. 2 more, inhale. If you're comfortable closing your eyes, you can do that. Exhale. Again, inhale. And exhale. And so now, inhale into chair. As you exhale, keep your knees in chair and swing your arms behind you. As you inhale, come back into chair. And as you exhale, straighten your legs, your arms come down. Let's go again, inhale into chair, feet together, push into your heels. Go low, exhale, swing the arms behind you, the knees stay bent. So creating a little bit of heat here in the body. Inhale, reach. Exhale, arms at your sides. Let's go again, inhale, chair. These full breaths. Exhale, arms behind you. Inhale, chair. Exhale, come to stand. Last one, inhale, chair. Exhale, arms behind you. Inhale, chair. Exhale, come to stand. Close your eyes for a moment. Really nice. Okay, feet about hip distance apart now. Right hand on your heart, left hand swings behind you. That's your inhale. As you exhale, you go to the right. Inhale left, exhale right. Sniffing through your nose. Lower part of your body stays pretty stable, so you're really turning in your twist. If you need a little bend in your knees, please put them in. Stay here. Just going to be felt out. That's it. Stay very focused. So stay focused on what you're actually doing. Feel the different parts of your body. Don't let your mind wander. Last little bit, let's speed up a little bit if you can. Inhale, both hands to your heart. Pause, hold the breath. As you hold the breath, squeeze up to the pelvic floor, relax the shoulders, be very still. Exhale, release the arms down. Just take a moment, notice. So, training our mind to observe, notice equanimously, without reactions. Just noticing whatever's happening. Let's just do a couple more. Inhale, reach up. As you reach up, engage the navel, reach to the arms. As you exhale, arms come down, exhale. Through your mouth. Okay, we'll do 10. Exhale through your mouth. And inhale, reach up. Pause, hold, squeeze. Exhale, hands come down. Take a moment. Enliven the energy, it's much easier for the mind to be internalized. Let's come to the top of our mat. We do a bunch of sun salutations. We start with Surya Namaskar A, we add some B's, and we do some Surya Namaskar C's. So when you're ready to start, notice your feet. So base of your big toes touching, or the feet are hip distance. Depends, each person's a little bit different. And notice all three corners of your feet pressing into the floor. So base of the big toe, middle of your heel. Tailbone down, sternum lifting, collarbones wide. Back of your neck is long. And now let's inhale, reach up, look up. As you exhale, fold forwards. Lower. As you inhale, lift your heart, lengthen, crown of the head away from the tailbone. And then as you exhale, step back into plank. Take a full inhale here in plank, firm the thighs. And then exhale, rocking forward, knees down, no knees. This round, make your way all the way to the floor. Inhale, legs active, come into cobra. As you exhale, let's take the twist here. So drop one shoulder, look over the other one. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, breath and movement in sync. Inhale to center. Exhale into down dog. Take a full inhale here in down dog. And as you exhale, push your heels toward the floor. Firm your thighs. You can inhale. Feel the breath filling and expanding in your body. And as you exhale, deepen into the pose. Bend your knees, look between your hands, walk, step or hop, top of your mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhaling, fold in. Firm your feet, inhale, come all the way up, reach up. Exhaling, hands to heart. Let's do two more just like that. So you can really focus on your breath and movement in sync. Body and mind working in unison. Creating that connection. Inhale, lift your heart. So you're noticing what you're doing. Exhale, step back and lower. So it might be halfway, it could be all the way. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And exhale into down dog. Let's take 3 breaths here. Think of the back of your arms, your triceps, turning towards the floor. So this gives a little bit of an external rotation in the shoulders and helps with stability. And so it's not so much drawing your shoulders away from your ears, but drawing your upper arm bones, that bit at the back triceps, towards the floor, and that gives you the stability in the shoulders. And so then you can push a little more with the hands and deepen into the pose. End of this exhale. Bend your knees, look between your hands, walk, step or hop, top of your mat. Inhale halfway, really lengthen. As you exhale, fold in. Chest in towards the thighs, feel the length in the hamstrings. Inhale, all the way up, reach up. Exhaling, hands to heart. Let's do one more, just like that. Inhale, reach up. Saluting the sun. Fantastic to do first thing in the morning. So it warms up all of the body. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, step back and lower. Works every muscle group. Surya Namaskar. Inhale, lift your chest. And so as you move, just feel the movement in your body. Exhale, pushing back. Inhaling. And exhaling. Eye gaze really steady. Again, firm the upper arm bones, the back of the arm towards the floor. And notice how that gives you a little bit more length in the spine. And now bend your knees, look between your hands, walk, step or hop, top of your mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhaling, fold in. Inhale, all the way up, reach up. Exhaling, hands to heart. So Surya Namaskar, bend your knees, reach your arms, look up, chair pose. As you exhale, straighten your legs, fold forwards. Inhale, lift your heart, lengthen. As you exhale, step back to plank and lower, knees or no knees, halfway all the way. Inhaling, up dog, cobra. And exhale, back into down dog. Ground your left foot, so draw the heel down over your left knee down as you inhale. And now as you exhale, the right foot steps forward between your hands. Okay, so you're set up for warrior one. Inhale, reach up, warrior one. Draw the outer right foot in, front to left foot forward, sink down. And then exhale, hands down, step back and lower. So going through a vinyasa. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, back into down dog. And now as we inhale, the right heel ground and the right knee down as your suits. As you exhale, the left foot comes forward. Ground the right foot, draw the outer left hip in. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, hands down, step back and lower. Inhaling, up dog, cobra. And exhale, back into down dog. So hear the sound of your breath. Feel that expansion and then the release. Firm your thighs. Heels pressing back. One more breath here. Filling up as you inhale. Follow your breath with your mind. Emptying as you exhale. Any busyness, blowing it out with that exhale. Bend your knees, look between your hands, walk, step, or hop, top of the mat. Inhale halfway, look up. Exhale, fold in. Bend your knees, chair pose. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hands to heart. Do another one of those. Chair pose, bend your knees, reach your arms. As you exhale, fold forward, straighten your legs. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, step back and lower. That feeling of no rush. Inhale, up dog, cobra. Exhale into down dog. Ground that back foot and step the right foot straight away forward. Inhale, warrior one. And as you exhale, hands come down, step back and lower. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, back into down dog. Straight away, ground that right foot or drop the knee. Left foot forward between your hands. And inhale, warrior one. So this one definitely builds heat. Exhale, hands down, so warming the body, increasing circulation. So it's okay if your breath gets a little bit quickened. Inhale, up dog, cobra. Exhale into down dog. So we recover in down dog or pop your knees down. Recover in transcendence. Whichever suits you. And breathe. Filling the body with breath. Releasing tension, carbon monoxide, detoxifying as you exhale. And long exhale. Let's bend the knees, look between the hands, walk, step or hop, top of the mat. Inhale halfway. Really find that length. Feel like each vertebra is extending away from each other. And now as you exhale, really fold in. Feel the length in the back of the legs. Chair pose. Bend your knees. Inhale, reach. And then exhale, hands to heart. So now step your feet about hip distance apart. And then hands to your waist. Inhale, lift your heart. And as you exhale, you're going to hinge forward. So think of the spines coming along for the ride, right? You're not arching or flexing in the spine. You're hinging at the waist. The spine stays as it is. And then come down and take yoga toe lock. So it's index and middle finger between the big toe and the second toe. The bend in the knees is perfect, especially in the morning. Inhale, lift your heart, lengthen. And now exhale, let's fold in. And so feel it. So breath integral part of each pose. Feel how breath fills you up, expand. And as you exhale, that little bit of spaciousness to go a tiny bit deeper. Always listening to your body. So yoga trains us to tune in. And if we were to go through our day tuned in, how different would our thoughts, our words, our actions be? Because we have that element of self-awareness and then self-correction. And so use this time. This is your time to train your mind to be aware of exactly what is. Inhale now, lift your heart. And let's get the hands right on the knees. So I'm going to take off my watch here. And so hands right underneath your feet so that your toes are touching your wrist. And there is a tendency we kind of go halfway, and I say go all the way. So your toes are right there touching your wrists. Your fingers are right back towards your heels. Inhale, lift your heart. And exhale, fold in. Relax in the shoulders.
And now carefully release the hands. Hands to your waist. Again, it's a hinge at the hips. Strong in the spine. Inhale, coming all the way up. Exhale, steps to the top of the mat. Step your right foot wide. We're coming to the triangle series. So right foot turned out to the right. Heel of the right foot kind of over to the right a little bit, maybe in line with the arch or even with the heel of the left foot. Both arms wide. Externally rotate the front thigh. Internally rotate the back thigh. And now inhale, reach your right arm up. And as you exhale, left hip goes back. So you create this length, right? We're not going down from here. We're lengthening. So left hip goes back. Right hip draws in. And this gives us our shape for the triangle pose. So the right hand can come to the floor. If you have a tendency to lock your knee, then a little micro bend. And you'll know, right? You can feel it when if your knee locks. Right hand to the floor, to the leg, to the foot, wherever works. And then left arm reaches up and look. And breathe. Now, of course, you can look down. Always mindful of the neck. So the neck, very tiny vertebrae, with a lot of mobility. And so therefore, lots of mobility means a little bit less stability. So to always be mindful of the neck. Draw your right seat in under. Left frontal hip opens out. Firm in the back leg and firm the back of the back knee. Let's do one more breath here. Lift to the top arm. And now exhale all the breath out. Little lift of the pelvic floor. And now push into your feet. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, turn your feet the other direction. Same thing other side. Inhale, left arm reaches. And then exhale, right hip back, left hip in, little bend in that front knee, left hand down, and right arm up. And as always, you decide where you look. Sometimes it's nice even just looking out to the side and open across the chest. Really nice, and enjoy breathing into this shape. Feel your body. So strengthening the muscles, creating flexibility, strengthening the connective tissues, increasing mobility in the joints, and cultivating presence, right? So many things going on. Let's just really feel it, relish it. At the end of this exhale, engage pelvic floor and push into your feet. Inhale, coming up. Let's take the revolve version. So exhale, rotate your feet. So you're back, right foot forward, left foot back. Right hand on your waist. Inhale, left arm reaches up. And now as you exhale, let's lengthen forward. Think of this left hip coming forward, the outer right hip going back. Firm in the legs. So push into the front heel. Push into the big toe mound of that front foot and bring your left hand down. So the left hand might come to the shin. It can be nice to have a block or a cushion or a book. Something that you can put your hand on, gives your arms a little bit more in length. And now start revolving. So turn your navel, your ribs, and then your shoulders to the right. And if you're comfortable, you can reach the right arm up. You don't have to, you can leave it on your waist. And again, you can look down, you can look to the side, or you can look up. And now feel the breath. So as you inhale, filling up. And then as you exhale, revolve a little more. Let's do 2 more breaths like that. Think of outer right hip drawing in. Inhale, fill up. And then as you exhale, revolve. And last one, push into the back foot, firm the back of the back knee. Inhale. And exhale, navel turns. And now right hand down, firm your leg. Inhale, come all the way up. Let's go to the side, turn your feet. Left hand to your waist. Inhale, right arm rises. And then all that length, feel it in your body as you exhale. So firm the back leg, push into the big front toes and front heels, not necessarily big. Right hand reaches down. And as you're coming down, the outer left hip draws in, the front of the right hip draws forward. And then start turning the navel, turning the ribs, turning the shoulder. Left hand to your left shoulder, left hand reaches up or stays on the waist. Inhale, fill up. As you exhale, revolve, squeeze, twist. Let's do 3 more breaths. Firm your back leg. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, revolve. 2 more. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, revolve and twist. And last one. Inhale, fill up. And exhaling, twist. Firm your legs. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, let's turn the feet again. So right toes are forward. Let's make a little wider stride and bend your front knee. So arms are wide. Inhale, right arm reaches. Lengthen. And again, that same action. So we're reaching out of the right arm. Right hand comes to your right thigh. Left arm over. If you're comfortable, your right hand can come to the floor inside the leg. And left arm is over. Inhale. And then as you exhale, right hand pushes against that inside of the right knee and revolve. So this is a deceptively challenging pose. It seems to be, you always think this can't be so difficult, but it is actually quite a strong pose. So you can feel that the chest is turning. You're looking underneath the left arm. There's a lot of work going on. So in yoga, we stack the bones and we engage the muscles so the body is working, everything working in unison. But can we also have a bit of ease? So can you soften your jaw? Can your breath be steady? Can we be in a challenging pose? And can there be a bit of softness? Can the mind be calm? Let's take an inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, let's switch. Go to the other side. Bend your left knee. Inhale, lift the left arm up. And you can feel all that length on the left side. Exhale, left hand down. So either to the side, right arm reaching over, or to the floor. Whichever works for you. And again, that sweet balance between effort and a little bit of release and rest. Maybe close your eyes. So can you still be effortful in the pose, but not straining? And one last breath here. Push into the feet. Inhale, come all the way up. Let's take the revolve version. So turn the feet back to the back of the mat. Right hand to your waist. Bend the front knee. Inhale, left arm reaches. And then I'm going to widen my stride. Exhale, left elbow outside the right knee. So you can leave the left arm down and the right hand on your waist. Or you can bring the hands into prayer. Or if you have flexibility, you can bring that left hand down towards the floor and the right arm up and over, whichever works for you. Now, if you feel it in your hips at all, in your lower back, come onto the toes of the back foot. Take some of the pressure out of the sacral area. See what works for you. So inhale, filling up. And then as you exhale, push into the top hand. Your hands are together in prayer and revolve. So feel that lovely rotation in the spine, scapula, squeezing the internal organs with each exhale. And push into the back foot, engage the back of that left knee. Very carefully, inhale, come all the way up. And let's exhale, go to the other side. So bend the left knee, left hand to your waist, right arm reaches, inhale, and then exhale, the right hand goes outside that left knee. Hands to prayer, or hands reaching down, whichever works for you. So I'm going to leave my hand reaching down this time, and reach the left arm open. And so here again, very strong posture, right? A lot going on. And so can we find that sweet balance between effort and stillness? So we can be efforting, really working strong. Inside there's a stillness. So it's not straining or stressing whatsoever. And then once we get that stillness, suddenly we can feel a little more. Maybe the right hip can come forward a little more. Maybe the left seat draws under a little more. And last exhale here, twist and squeeze. Inhale, come all the way back up. Oh, great. Exhale, top of your mat. Let's take another one. So right leg steps out, right toes point out, point to the back of the mat, left toes are at an angle. So we'll take straight legged, forward fold. So hands either reversing on the stay up your back, fists together, or hold onto the elbows, right? Doesn't matter which one you choose. So see what works for today. And then lift the chest. Left hip forward, outer right hip draws in. Inhale, chest lifts, look up. And now exhale, folding forward. Again, tiny micro bend in that front knee. Strong in the leg, length in the spine as you come down. And breathe here. And think of it almost like a tiny micro bend in the back as well. So the shoulders, the sternum, the collarbones are drawing back a little bit as you're folding forward. So you're not rounding down. There's definitely activation in the spinal muscles. Outer right hip draws in. And with each exhale, feel yourself release. And that sweet balance. Steadiness in the face of effort. Now keep the arms just as they are. I'm going to hinge to come all the way up. Inhale, coming up. And then exhale, turn your feet. Let's go to the side. Inhale, lift your heart. And exhale, folding forward. Really feel it now, that stability in the pelvis. So big toe man pushing in, outer left hip draws in, frontal right hip draws forward. Firm pressure into the back foot. The back of that knee, the right knee, is activated. And then that little arch in the upper back. And it's a very different feeling. If you're rounding forward, it's a very different feeling than you're hinging forward, but the spinal muscles are active. And with each exhale, see can you release a little deeper, but we're not forcing, right? We're never pushing and pulling the body. It's like this sweet balancing dance. We're noticing, our attention is focused, and then with that noticing, we can feel into a pose and know where our edge is. And so we don't push to the edge, we feel our way along. And see, can you feel that here? You can feel the muscles lengthening, a little bit of an effort involved, but this equanimous, steady mind noticing. And now very carefully push into the front foot. Inhale, come all the way up. And then exhale, release the hands to the parallel feet. So let's bring the feet as wide as it's comfortable. Inhale, reach the arms out to the sides. And then exhale, hands to your waist. Inhale, lift your chest, lift your heart, look up. And then as you exhale, hinging forward. So again, that feeling, the spine is coming along for the ride. So you're not arching anymore or flexing, you're not rounding. You're hinging at the hips, and that is bringing the spine down. So let's bring the hands to the floor. Fingertips in line with the toes, or the heel of the hand in line with the heel of the feet, or the hands beneath your shoulders. And so again, that listening act, so you notice where it's going to work in your body. Become aware of the weight in your heels, a little bit towards the back of your heels. And then firm the outside of your ankles. So we're not collapsing, but also feel the arch, the inner arch of the foot is active. So there's feeling that the feet are definitely engaged. Shoulders away from the ears. And with each exhale, deepening a tiny smidgen more. Shoulders away from the ears. So let's do a second version. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, hands to your waist. Either firm the thighs or a little bend in the knees. Again, hinge, lift the chest. Inhale, come up. And then as you exhale, interlace your hands behind your back. So palms together or palms wide, whichever works for you, right? Tight shoulders, definitely keep your palms wide. Inhale, lift your chest, knuckles towards the floor. And then as you exhale, fold forward, that hinging action. Feel the spine is not arching anymore, is not rounding anymore. You're moving, hinging at the waist. And now, release the head, shoulders away from the ears, and draw the knuckles towards the ceiling. Again, activate the feet. So your feet are gripping the floor, and suddenly you can feel that up your legs. The inseam of the legs active. With each exhale, draw the arms a little bit more towards the ceiling, the head a tiny bit more towards the floor, and that very delicate dance between effort and stillness. So steady breath, calm mind, really noticing. So noticing all the different parts of your body, feel where your edge is, what side of your edge you're going to dance on. And now either firm the thighs, bend the knees, inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, release the hands and come to standing. So let's do one more standing pose here. And then we'll take to the floor. So we'll do a balancing one. So if you need a wall, come to the wall now. So stand on your left foot. And key with balancing, like a lot of things, right? Going nice and slow and steady. And sometimes if you fall out, go in slowly again. Okay, so standing, big toe, little toe mound, middle of the heel, all pressing down. Now feel the weight in the hips. We need to be careful, right? When we lift this leg, we don't do too much of a jack on the hips. We need to keep the hips kind of level so the leg comes up. It doesn't bring the hip with us. Okay, so the leg bending comes up. And start by holding the knee. Really good. So hand on your wall if you need it. So right knee is up. So yoga toe lock. Index and middle finger between the big toe and the second toe like we were doing earlier. Left hand to your waist. And now check again, drop your right seat, right? So your hip hasn't lifted with you. And now ever so slightly, put that foot facing away from you. So your knee may stay bent, or you may straighten your legs. See what works for you. And breathe. And now straight away, think of this right shoulder drawing back. So to the side. So if you're rounding, straighten up, and then draw the right shoulder back. That's it. And then maybe straighten the legs. See how you go. And breathe here. Strong pose. Done a lot of work into the legs and the hips today. And so this pose, you can really feel hamstrings. Now let's go out to the side. So your leg is either straight or your knee is bent and your leg is out to the side with the knee bent. And don't worry if you fall out. Take a minute, come back in. Yeah. Yeah, and I love that you can use a strap, right? So you could use a towel around your foot or have your knee bent. Either version, right? Both versions work great. One is nice to have the legs straight, and you have the extra length of the towel. And then the other is you're holding your toes, so you're just accommodating by bending your knee. Now let's come back to center. You can really feel the burn in that outer hip, yeah? So now let's hold with both feet, both hands rather. Both hands hold one foot. Draw your chest towards the foot, towards the leg, and the leg towards the chest. That's it. Very challenging. Now release, keep the leg up. So hands on your waist, keep the leg up and breathe. One more breath again, that stillness, that balancing. And let's do a big kick. Oops. Let's go to the side. So great, right? Just amazing to build strength in the hips, hip flexors, glutes, hamstrings. So many, I mean, I'm always repeating this, that's the same thing, but so many back problems come because we ask the back to mobilize instead of the hips. We ask the back to hold weight or to do what the hips and the glutes should be doing. And so that's from sitting a lot or just not having strength in them. And so strengthening the glutes and the hamstrings and the hips, incredible for helping with lower back problems, right? And very often, if you're on your feet all day and your lower back is sore, mobilizing in the spine is great, but actually giving strength into the hips and the pelvis really helps too. Okay, so standing, notice big toe man, little toe man, middle of the heel, and then straighten your leg as much as is comfortable, right? Everyone's different, and then draw that left shoulder back. That's it. And breathe here. That balance, right? Effort. And a little bit of stillness. And that's possible to be efforting and still have this inner quietness. Let's go out to the side. That's it. Breathe and feel it. Carefully coming back to center. So now both hands hold on to the leg, the knee can be bent. Draw the head, the chest towards the foot, towards the leg. Relax the shoulders a little bit. And now release. Hands on your waist, leg stays up. So very difficult. This is very challenging. That's it. Find that stillness in the face of the challenge. And big kick. Oops. Oh. Let's make our way to the floor. Inhale, reach up, come to the top of your mat. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, step back and lower. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And exhale, back into down dog. Ground your left foot, right foot steps forward between your hands. Let's come up into warrior one. So here in warrior one, again, the back of your arms. So think of it as where your tricep is, or your bingo wings, and turn them towards the front of your mat. So rotating, and you'll feel that into your scapula, so that gives us a bit more stability. So it's not so much that we want to drop the shoulders away from the ears, right? But that's not necessarily comfortable when we're reaching our arms. We want to rotate the back of the arms towards the front of the mat. And then you have this softening in the middle, just at the lowest part of your neck, the upper part of your back, softening there. And so you're not going to be crunching up, but just drawing the shoulder blades down doesn't give you that softening. That's it, outer right hip draws in, push into the back leg, maybe look up.
And let's go to the side. So keep the arms as they are. Inhale, straighten the front leg. And then exhale, turn your feet. So now you're facing the back of the mat. Bend your knees. So just your front knee, right? And now let's come into warrior two. So right hand reaches back, left arm forward. Notice how that right hip falls back now. Straighten the back leg, the left leg, and now bend the right knee. Let's go the other side. Open across the chest. Inhale, both arms reach up, look up. Exhale, hands down, step back. Last Vinyasa lower. Inhale, up dog cobra. Exhale, down. Bend your knees and come to a seated. Let's go straight into Shavasana revolt. So, sitting up on your, there's a little, you can feel a little shelf on in your pelvis at your sitting bones where it just feels right to sit, and then bring the legs up. And so you can continue to hold on to the legs, no problem, release, knees bent or legs straighten, whatever works. And then lifting the chest. Let's do a little bit of breath of fire here, okay? So exhaling through the nose, round the navel. Again, building that bit of heat and that fine balance between effort and stillness. Stay with it. Enlivening the energy at the navel center, lifting the lower back. We're just doing 1 minute, we're halfway there. You've got it, stay with it. Ten seconds. Inhale, take a deep breath. Pause, hold, squeeze, pelvic floor lifts, eyes closed. Exhale, release, and come to sit for a moment. Close your eyes. And just tune in. So just notice. Really nice. We're going to do one back bend and then we're going to come into a lovely Shavasana. So come lying on your back and feet are about hip distance apart. The heels coming in towards the sitting bones and then very carefully lifting up into a bridge. So make sure to push on the instep of the feet. This helps with the outer hips activating so we don't splay our legs open, right? So we keep this activation, it's like an internal rotation. So the instep of the feet pushes into the floor as we lift up. And you can feel how the thighs are very active. And then upper arm bones draw in underneath. Interlace the fingers, knuckles towards your heels, and lift up. Chest towards the chin. And close your eyes. Now, if your practice includes doing wheel pose, then you certainly can come into wheel here if you like, or stay in bridge. Wheel pose, hands side your head, fingers facing towards your feet, and lift up. And let all of us coming down
And then slowly coming all the way down. And take a couple of deep breaths here. Really nice. Draw your knees into your chest. Rock a little bit side to side. Let's take a spinal twist. Knees to the right. Hopefully you hear a little click. Or just feel a nice release in the spine. And then knees to the left. Really nice, and let's lie down. I'm going to come closer to the microphone to guide you through a bit of Shavasana. So lie down on your back. And let your energy fully internalize. Relax and deepen your breath. And feel the vibration of your body after this. It was a strenuous practice, right? We really moved the energy, the circulation, the muscles. And so feel that activation through your body. We also started with that lovely morning practice that's very activating. Now visualize the whole length of your spine. And as you inhale, visualize bringing your awareness down your spine. And as you exhale, bringing it up. And do a few more rounds just like that. As you inhale, visualize the energy going down your spine. And as you exhale, the energy going up your spine. Two more. And now feel your eyes sinking back towards the back of your head. Feel your jaw relax. And your whole face relax. Shavasana considered the most important pose. And certainly in my experience, the longer a person is a teacher, the more they realize how incredibly important it is. The longer we're practitioners, the more we notice this is your time for your body to now integrate the effects. Your movements are not casual. You are moving with intention. And where your attention goes, your energy flows. So you are having a physical and energetic practice. And now your physical and energetic bodies are integrating the effects. Allow your whole body to release and relax. See, can you let go of any holding? And your attention is floating. So either noticing that tingling hum vibration going through your body. Maybe your attention is with your breath. Maybe you're continuing with that focus of down the spine with the inhale
and up the spine with the exhale. Or maybe your attention is just floating as you experience your own vastness. Very carefully begin to deepen your breath. Draw your knees in towards your chest. And when you're ready, roll onto your right side. And carefully, quietly, coming all the way up to sitting with your eyes closed. And tune in to your steadiness, your stillness. Sense into it. And sense into your ability to stay tapped into this for the rest of the day. This steadiness, this presence. So let's bring the hands to prayer, heart center, and bow to that wise being within you. And thank you all so much for coming here this morning and taking care of yourselves. It's such an honor to teach you all. And thank you so much. I hope you have a really wonderful day. It's another beautiful October day. And so I hope you get out into the nature. So healing for us all. Builds up our pranic energy. So whether it's walking, running, swimming, make sure to get as much as gardening, whatever it is that you'll be doing for this day. And thanks so much.